Happy Thursday. Don't know how long the stream is going to be. It's probably going to be on the shorter side because I have a bit of a headache. But I still wanted to stream today and I didn't want to start a new game. So we're back at Syberia. I think we just got on the train or just got off the train, and I think that's when I last ended it. It's been 2 weeks since I've played, so we'll see if I remember anything about the game. I'm going to say now that I'm probably not going to be streaming on Saturday. I have a haircut, and I probably just want to lay around and do nothing. Go Enzo, go. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so today's going to be or not today, this week is going to be a stream light week. I think that's all I have to say. No accidental edible situations today, thank God. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy. There was nothing worse than being high at noon on a Thursday against my will. Without further ado, why don't we just get into the game? There we go. Okay, we have nothing in our inventory. We have some files. Cell phone can call someone. Let's try calling people and see what happens.
Dan Foster isn't around to take your call right now, so please leave your message after the tone.
Okay, great.
Olivia, it's Kate.
Yeah! What? I'm not getting the call.
Olivia, I can't hear you. Speak up.
Well, can you please repeat what were you just saying? But I'm not getting anything, nothing.
Hello, Des.
I'm hanging up, Olivia.
Oi,
The line's
Des.
too bad. I'll call you later, okay?
Oi, Des, are you me, detective? Oh, I gotta start the bingo. Oh my god. Point, click, start. There we go. We did get a new phone. But we can call that. Yeah, alright, there we go. Keep calling people, see if anybody answers their phone. No, we just called, so we'll call, but we're gonna call the office.
Hello, Martin and Lawmont.
Can you put me through to Mr. Marson, please? It's Kate Walker.
Mr. Marsden's in a meeting right now and doesn't want to be disturbed. I'll tell him you called.
Okay, so calling people didn't actually do anything. Gonna lurk while I'm in meetings. Hope nobody says robot today. Enjoy your lurk, Des. I hope the meetings go well. Come on, there we go. Oh, there's a floodgate. Interesting. Oh, here we go. An older game, I like the pyramid backgrounds. I think this game came out in... Let me look it up. I think 2006? 2002. So yes, it is quite an older game. I completely missed what that said. Come back. Case of problems, contact the following number. 276666742. Okay.
I need a key.
I need a key.
That looks broken.
Okay. Broken phone. We need a key. Oh wait, I'll go back.
No point. It's locked. No point. It's locked.
Great. Love that. Oh, there's like an elephant statue. That's cool. Wonder if we can leave or if we're trapped in here.
No point. It's locked.
Guess we're stuck in the train station.
Hey, Dad!
Come on. Oh. Oh. So it's a train station and also a, like, botanical gardens situation? Interesting. Either that or it's just really overgrown by these tropical plants, even though we're in... I think we're in the Alps or something? We're in Europe somewhere. Like, this is definitely not where plants like this would grow. Also, hello, Personal Style. Happy Thursday. How are we doing?
I can't go that way.
What do you mean you can't go that way? There's a door. Go through it. Not that fucking hard. Oh, okay. So ladder and some birds. Great. Happy Thursday. Good. Fantastic. My afternoon's alright. I have a bit of a headache, so this might be a shorter stream than usual. Okay. This is your home now, this botanical train station. Hello, turtle. Alright. No. Congrats on coming first, Moon. Alright, where's Oscar? Make Oscar solve our problems for us.
Everything okay, Oscar?
Yes, Kate Walker. I am awaiting your instructions.
You should take a look around the station, Oscar. It's amazing. Greenhouses that are all lit up, exotic trees, and thousands of birds of all different colors.
The birds are
I am
loud.
obliged to avoid
Is
exposing
the game
my
too
wheel work
quiet?
to
Does it need
corrosive
to be
bird
turned up more?
excreta.
Hello,
I
Phlebotomist.
shall
Happy
remain
Thursday.
inside to monitor the locomotive.
Of course. Well, too bad for you. You should take a look around the...
I am obliged to avoid exposing my wheelwork to corrosive bird excreta. I shall remain inside
Oh, he doesn't want to get shat on by
Oscar,
the birds. Okay.
see you later.
in a while.
No, shut up, dude. Nobody fucking cares. Enjoy the Lark Moon. Okay, so we need to... Okay, hello, Silence, my brother. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. We gotta scare the birds away? Possibly? Can we go this way? Probably not. Just kick them, they're birds. No, literally, I don't understand why they don't fly away when we get up close to them. Is there anything on the train we can pick up? Come on. Come on, Kate, you can do it. Just turning around and walking in the other direction. I've seen you do it a million times. I mean, we could just honk the train horn and it would probably scare the birds away. But, no, apparently we're not going to do that. Oh. Wait, we have a suitcase?
No point weighing myself down.
Okay. Kate. What is this? Why do you have a old maiden type of dress on your armchair? Can we take the stuff in the decanter? Can we go to bed? Okay, great. Love that for us. Alright, I'm... We have to search around for the most inconvenient solution. Oh, wait, can we go in the... You okay? This way. Oh, we can keep going this way, duh. Oh, there's that... What? Who the fuck are you?
Hello.
You arrived by train, I see.
Yes, I've come from Valladolid.
It's been a long time since I've seen a train here. Students, did you bring students with you?
No, I traveled alone. Well, almost alone.
I remember around the start of fall, trains would bring kids from all around the world here to study zoology and botany, paleontology, and all that stuff. This was a great university.
And it isn't still great today, then?
Today, well,
So I've only, according to other people, I'm only about a quarter of the way through this game, and I haven't played any of the sequels before. It's good for a point-and-click game from 2002. It's about the level of quality I would expect. But it is a little bit... the jumps in logic are kind of great sometimes. And by great, I mean large. Not necessarily good. I would much rather play like a Broken Sword kind of game. The first Broken Sword, even though it's considerably older, I want to say it's almost 10 years older than this, is a way better game. Congrats on coming second, Austin. Happy Thursday.
Have you been the station master of Barukstadt for a long time?
I've never had another job. Now, you tell me, are you in charge of this train?
No, I mean, I'm not sure.
So what's your thing here? You come here to do some bookworming over at the university?
Well, sort of. I'm always looking for new information.
Well, you don't seem to know a lot. And about that train, it's gonna get in the way if you leave it there, that's for sure.
In fact, I'm a lawyer, and I'm conducting a pretty unusual
Thank you for
investigation.
the resub, Austin.
Investigation, hey, I'm just a station master. I don't know too much about anything.
Well, you never know. Anybody could be significant in this case.
See, nobody actually tells me anything, so my hands are totally clean.
I never implied they weren't.
But the remaster of this game just came out, Turtle, so the remaster maybe made the game less ridiculous in the leaps in logic you have to make. I think Aaron is playing it later, so could be a little compare and contrast going on. I think Nina also played it. It might have already been out. I know that there's a remaster.
You don't know where I might find equipment to wind up my train springs, do you?
Well, not in this station, that's for sure. And I would know. You might want to try near the wall. So, thinking of staying for long, miss?
No. I mean, I don't know, actually. 1 or 2 days tops. You see, I've got to wind my train back up so that I can continue my journey.
It's just, if you stay here too long, I might get in trouble. The train should stop, then leave again. That's the rule. Besides, your machine's disturbing the birds.
Maybe you could take me up to this wall? If there were 2 of us, we could find what I need to wind up my train even quicker.
Miss, forgive me, I gotta stick to the rules. You know, I have to man the station. I don't want to get in trouble with my superiors at the university. You understand?
Tedious, but overall fun. I would say that's probably how I would describe my experience with this game so far. It's so wild that I can't help but enjoy it, but at the same time some of the mechanics are very unnecessarily long. Let's see if spoilers and watch Iron play it first.
I feel like I've lost my way a little here. I could really do with your help.
Hey, anything I can do, miss, you just let me know.
The name Hans Laurelberg doesn't mean anything to you by chance, does it?
Oh, do you really think I'd remember one little name from the thousands that pass through this station?
I'm sorry to junk up your station like this, but the spring mechanism on my train needs winding.
Thank you for the sub.
A spring-operated locomotive.
Thank you for the hype train, everybody.
Yeah, and an impractical thing, too.
Now, a dream to take in a train.
Finally official.
Now, I'm
Congratulations.
and someone has to take care of the birds, after all.
All these birds in a station. It's amazing.
This is no ordinary station, miss. Oh, no. These birds are part of the prestigious University of Barukstadt Ornithological Collection. Over the years, this aviary has housed some of the most fantastic species from all over the world. And I am not exactly
Background Indian noise. Yes.
This little world is my responsibility, and that is no easy task.
I can well believe you.
And you know what's the hardest? The hardest thing is to keep interspecial harmony. And one day some explorer introduced a couple of cuckoos from the Amazon. Whoa.
It wasn't a good idea?
Why did they spell Amazon?
You
like
know,
that?
cuckoos lay their eggs in the nests of other species, right? Now, what's more, they also push the host's eggs out of the nest so that they receive all the mother's attention, right? Accursed cuckoos. Nightmare.
I see what you mean. That's one tricky bird. And there was nothing you could do to stop it?
The faculty declared the bird a protected species. If it wasn't for our mechanical eagle, we were sitting on a major ornithological catastrophe.
You have an automaton here?
A wonder of technology. It's an eagle that's mounted on rails in the air. It passes through and it swoops down to collect parasite eggs. But heck, the dang eagle's been out of order for several years. Impossible to collect the eggs myself.
Why not?
I can't climb up the gangway. I fell off it several months
Oh,
back.
I don't have-
Still have a pain in my spine. Not to mention the vertigo I've been getting. I only have to look up in the air. Whoa.
There we go.
You poor soul.
Thank you for the raid,
That must be
Mitri.
very hard.
How was the rest
Worst
of
thing is,
Isopod?
eggs piling up in the nests. Soon the rectors are gonna notice. There's trouble in store. Big trouble. I'm worried. Yep, worried.
Fun, you went to a skate park?
I won't
Sounds
disturb
like
you any
fun.
longer, Mr. Station Master.
Welcome to Barrockstadt.
Let's see. Who came in with the raid? Hello, Medio. Hello, Moonrise. Mitri. Subasa. Paris. Oh, it's called you Bug. We are in the weird bird sanctuary train station. Go. We in Syberia, or is Syberia a different Syberia? We are not in Syberia. We are in Barrockstadt, which I think is in Germany. The other day I called someone Bud IRL as in Buddy, and it felt so weird. I'm never doing it again. You are the Bud. I think, Mitri, I think we do end up in Syberia, but... Oh wow, look at those water textures. But for now, we are not in Syberia. Hello, A is for a hole.
That thing looks like the winding machine I used in the Valladolid station. I've got to find
What
a way
thing?
of getting the train up here.
What thing are you referring to, Kate? This? This looks like a gate. Oh, okay, it looks like... Okay, I see. I understand. So we gotta get the train over here. Okay, the music's kind of cool. Little mysterious moment going on. Ah, Syberia, off the coast of Syberia. The Y in Syberia stands for Yisland off the coast. Me when I'm Syberia, but I want to be different, so I... Legally distinct Syberia, yes. Thank you everybody for the hype train. Oh, we can get in the engine of the train. Alright, get out of the way, Oscar.
Kate Walker! Kate Walker! Come over here, please! I have something to say to you!
Hype train and a real train. I have something to say to you. I'm gonna go in the train and shut the door. We can just stand here and never talk to him, apparently. Also, we can't go in the engine of the train. Which is stupid. I want to explore the inside of the train engine. Okay. What do you want, Oscar? Speaking of train.
Yes, Oscar, what is it?
A message has arrived for you.
A message?
You have been summoned to see the rectors. They are the highest authority at the university. They want to talk to you.
Talk to me?
Great.
Yes, to the person responsible for the train.
So, I'm in charge now, sure, okay. But why would these gentlemen want to see me at all?
They do not say why, just that it's very important.
It's very important. Sure, I fucking bet it is. Alright, let's get on. Oh wait, I can make it up from this. This is the wrong side. Forgot about the rectors, oh god. The door's open. Hello, Danny. Happy Thursday. Okay, looks like a train station and the little courtyard. Okay, cool. Some saber-toothed cats and some... I don't know if they're supposed to be mammoths, they just look like elephants. What? What is this game about? So... There's like a toy factory, and this lady right here is a lawyer involved in the like buying out of said toy factory, but the owner dies and it turns out there's a living heir, and so she has to go find the living heir. But right now that's kind of taken like the back seat to there being a train with a like a automaton robot driver.
This thing's jammed.
Looks like I need another egg. Does anybody have a jade egg I can borrow? I'll give it back, I promise. I just needed to open this scale situation. But it's pretty standard early 2000s point and click. Thank you, Mitri, for releasing your jade egg. I promise I will give it back. Give me a milkshake in 30.
Hey, baby, you party? You sure looking mighty fine. Love those big round eyes.
Just who do you think you are?
Hey, spunky. I like that in a lady. Okay, I'm hooked. Come on, Zol. I'll let you buy me that coffee.
I don't remember ever asking.
What?
Hey, don't play hard to get. I know you like it big time.
Listen, kid. Go back home and play with your toy cars and forget you ever saw me.
Yeah, it's pretty run-of-the-mill early 2000s point-and-click fare. The logic is for the most part non-existent or some kind of moon logic, but the voice acting is terrible, but in a good way. Yes, and nobody has an accent. Or if they do, it does not match the area that they're in. Is this... It's not really related to the Nancy games. It's a similar genre, but I would say if you like the Nancy games, it would be worth giving this a try. Only PC games I played in the 2000s was Putt Putt. Putt Putt's a good one. I've played 2 Putt Putt games on here so far. The Putt Putt Joins the Parade and Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. There's a VOD of that on YouTube if you'd like to watch. Fun fact, it is my most watched YouTube VOD by a decent margin. So I guess people are yearning for Putt Putt content in the year 2025. BudTube, yes, I post all of my VODs to YouTube. YouTube channel name, Bud Wind Chimes, same as here, BUDWINDCHIMES. And, yeah, so they get uploaded pretty soon after the stream. In case you want to relive. Maybe not as fast as Joe. Joe has his VODs out like the second stream ends, but if you ever miss a stream or want to relive, you can. Is this the way I'm supposed to go? I wanted to kind of explore the museum a little more. No, 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 I'm not ready to talk to you yet. Those have got to be the rectors with their little graduation gowns and caps on. We'll come back to that in a second. Can't wait to play Putt Putt. I can't wait for you to play Putt Putt, Luz. Putt Putt was the shit when I was a kid. I mean, it still is. Ooh, a library. This is cool. I was obsessed with Putt Putt. The zoo one is a good one. The dinosaur one I like, but I could never get it to work on my computer as a kid, so I liked the zoo one and the circus one were the 2 I watched the most. Oh my actual god. Okay. The red Amazon, the legally distinct rainforest from the Amazon. The Amazon cuckoo, Cuculus rosso. This subspecies of common Cuculus, and I can't read this goddamn font. Hold on.
Who's laughing now? Shut up!
Come on. Please. Leak. There we go. Hold on, I gotta catch up on chat real quick. I have Parade and the Moon one in my library that'll be playing this month for sure. Those are good. They're the first 2 Putt Putt games, so their content is limited. And then they realize that kids actually like games with a couple different things going on. But you can very easily do Parade and Moon in one go. Did anyone play? I've never played Fatty Bear's Birthday Surprise, but I know that people do play it. I know Brutal Moose plays it every year. He plays all of the Humongous games, I think, for his birthday. And they did remake Amazon 2. Gotta get the features. 2000s Rich was having one giant family used PC. Yup. Oh, okay, Boomer Bud, illegible fonts in video games. Hold on, let me get the timer ready. How long is it for? A minute, I think? Oh, yeah, 60 seconds. Okay, here we go. And here we go. Illegible fonts in video games in 3, 2. Kids these days with their Comic Sans and wingding fonts. Back in my day, everything was in 12-point Times New Roman, double-spaced, 1-inch margins. It was easy to read. Not all this swirly cursive crap. How am I supposed to read this on my 27-inch monitor? It's all blown up and illegible. It might as well be written in a different language. They should just read it to you if it's that important. That's what I don't like about the Nancy Drew games, is you can't read what the handwriting says. I have to wait until Nancy tells me what's important about it. But in this game, they don't tell you anything about what's important. You have to read it and decide for yourself. What am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to read it? It's giving me a headache. And that's time. Did anyone have the After Dark screensavers with the flying toasters? I did not, Danny, but that... I'm gonna have to look that up because flying toasters, you've caught my attention. Moonrise, congrats on coming third. Pajama Sam Kid, yep, love Pajama Sam. I was a Spy Fox lover. I mean, I liked them all, but Pajama Sam and Spy Fox were probably my two favorites. Lemon milk? What? Lemon milk or I jump? What does that mean? Oh, it's a font. Oh. Okay. Okay, hold up. Character redeem. Does Putt Putt count? I did mention Nancy, so... But yes, Putt Putt would count too. Richard Scary was like Sammy Science's House and other games. I don't think I ever played the Richard Scary games, but I did really like the Richard Scary books. Okay. Cuculus canouts is endemic in the Amazon forests and is one of the region's most brightly colored species. The male's plumage is a bright vermilion, while the female's is a little more russet and neutral. Habitat and food, the red cuckoo inhabits the more isolated and denser areas of the Amazon forest. Sorry, Amazon is just, have you ever seen those pictures of the really fake, like, knockoff brand products? One of them that I remember a lot is a knockoff Sharpie, and it says Skirple. Like, Skerple. Thank you for the bits, Luce. Here are some bits also for the bingo. Oh, it automatically calls it. But yes, thank you for the bits. But Amazon is giving Skirple, or that one thing that's like, how come there are no knockoff cars? How come I can't drive a Honda? That's what it's giving. It is reliant on the thick upper foliage of the rainforest to live its lonely existence. Wow. Read Drag Her, Slay Her. The explorer may nevertheless have an excellent view of the bird when the animal ventures to lower branches in search of forest Sauvignon grapes. What the fuck? The wild vines provide the bird with the majority of its food. The cuckoo is particularly partial to its juicy fruit. The red cuckoo may sometimes gorge itself on this fruit to the point of drunkenness, rendering it an easy prey for any jungle predator. Eat and be eaten, such is the implacable law of nature. Hello, Mandy. We were just reading about this bird getting drunk on forest Sauvignon grapes. I need to look that up. Where? Sauvignon grapes. Rhone. France, Chile, Romania, Canada, Australia. Okay, unfortunately, it appears that the grapes might be able to be grown in the Amazon. Reproduction. Like other species of cuckoo, the red Amazon cuckoo delegates the task of raising its young to other birds. This parasitic behavior enables the species to reproduce prolifically and with minimum effort. Okay, so first of all, they get wine drunk and then make other people raise their kids. Sounds like my family. Hello. If I had a soundboard, I would hit the like honk button, but I don't, so just pretend that honk. This kind of stuff is why whenever someone asks me if I recommend this game, I can never have a good answer. The female cuckoo scouts its territory on the lookout for nests under construction. She chooses the moment when its owners are absent to lay her eggs, generally in the afternoon. The host, meanwhile, will lay mainly in the morning. After laying an egg in her selected nest, the female will remove one of the host's eggs and destroy it or eat it later. Okay, that's not like my family at all. That is, to my knowledge, never happened. The cuckoo's egg generally hatches before the eggs of its adopted brothers and sisters. The cuckoo chick will instinctively edge the other eggs from the nest. Edging? Edging? The other eggs from the nest. The young cuckoo grows fast. Sometimes its foster parents will perch on the back of the hungry chick to feed it. Even if the cuckoo's egg is very different to the smaller host eggs, it nevertheless mimics the host's egg in certain ways, not perfectly, but just enough to be accepted by most species. Edging in my Syberia? It's more likely than you think. The future. The red cuckoo's love of the grape the grape could sadly prove fatal for the species in the medium term. I would say this definitely counts as something sexual. Is the medium term actually something people talk about? I've only ever heard people say, the short term or the long term, never the medium term. I feel like they're just making shit up for this book. European settlers who have tried to cultivate the grape on the Amazonian... I cannot read what that says. Something plains have decimated the Amazon red cuckoo population. Grape producers, to protect their harvest from what they would call inveterate looting, have declared all-out war on the bird. It is to be feared that the cuckoo will be on the losing side. Thank you for the clip, Luce. The red cuckoo reproduces relatively well in captivity and is one of the jewels in the crown of the Barakstadt University Ornithological Collections. Sign up now for Amazon Prime. However, scientists at the university have their own reservations about the species and its propensity to become practically invasive wherever conditions are favorable to it, to the detriment of other rarer species. Heads of the Bergstadt Aviary have therefore undertaken a policy of birth control to attempt to balance out nature's imperfections in this artificial environment. The Forest Sauvignon grape. Today it is very rare to find the Forest Sauvignon grape in the wild. The species has been decimated by a terrible equatorial... Jesus Christ. Phylloxera epidemic. Oh, phylloxera. Oh, it's a bug. Okay. Okay, so according to Google, the grape phylloxera is an insect pest of grapevines worldwide. Learn something new every day. However, in Europe, successful cultivation of the plant is the pride of the Bergstadt University Botany Collection. Elsie, thank you for the sub. I don't know why I didn't hear it that time. Are my sound alerts broken again? Let's find out. Hold on. Could someone do a reverb fart or something for me? Trying to see if I can hear them.
Nine. 11.
Okay, I heard it. I heard the 911. So it must be the channel.
Hey, Daddy!
I can definitely hear that one, Austin. Thank you. Something about the botany collection and has largely contributed to the survival of the species around the world. Okay, we made it through the book. It must be the channel point redeems that are fucked up. Hold on. Okay, let's go over here, I guess. Doing everything but what I'm supposed to.
Excuse me. Can I disturb you a second?
No.
You could be a little bit nicer about it.
No.
Keep quiet. In case you haven't noticed, we're somewhere that requires silence and tranquility.
Oh, this guy has an accent, but it's British and not, you know, European like everybody else, or like what it's supposed to be. The amount of audio issues I've had over the past 2 weeks is astronomical. Fix one sound alert and the other one breaks. Yeah, I have some of my... So the reason I didn't notice that you redeemed Boomer Bud, that has its own sound and GIF associated with it, and I didn't hear the sound. It's supposed to be Grandpa Simpson, but I couldn't hear it, so I don't know if it played or not. And the other ones, like the Fedora one, has the Fedora guy on TikTok. That might be the only two that... Oh no, the Waluigi one might also have a sound. But I don't know. Oh, sorry. What book are we reading? The Illustrated Dictionary of Plants and Mushrooms. Mitri, this sounds right up your alley. The Yangulicola is a mushroom without stem that has a chewy texture. It is a member of the polypore family and grows exclusively on the trunks of certain trees of the Amazonian jungle. Mine had issues with playing the same sound for every single alert for no reason. Yeah, I heard earlier when someone followed, I heard that, but when Austin and Luce... No, wait, I heard those. When Kelsey resubbed, I didn't hear it, but I heard when Luce and Austin subbed, so I don't know what the deal is. While it is edible when young, the Yangulicola has a woody texture and insipid flavor and offers no great culinary appeal. Native Amazonian tribes, however, are very attracted to the mushroom. Why they are so fond of the fungus has taken extensive scientific research to elucidate. You didn't try asking them? Biologists have reached the conclusion that the Anguilla contains a special substance that is unique to the mushroom. Who knows, Joanna? Unique to the mushroom. The substance. This is where the substance comes from. It comes from the Anguilla mushroom. Significantly affects vision and enhances acuteness enormously. Amazonian Indian hunters have discovered this effect and started using it centuries ago. The Anguilla is dried and ground to a powder and consumed before the hunt commences. Its effect is instantaneous, and the penetration of the hunter's vision increases. The penetration of their hunter's vision increases extraordinarily. The hunter is then able to aim and hit targets concealed behind thick undergrowth, even over great distances. Okay, great. So I have a feeling we're gonna have to eat the mushroom or something. I don't know. Natura non facit. Oh, there's like Latin all around. I don't speak Latin, so I don't know what that means. Enjoy the Lurk Loose. Thank you again for the sub and the bits. Alright, let's go talk to the fucking rectums or whatever they're called.
Good day to you, gentlemen.
Tell me, young lady, to what do we owe this pleasure?
Please do be brief. We do not have very much time on our hands.
As rectors of this university, we have serious matters to attend to, and our time is precious.
I have heard you wish to meet the owner of the train that is currently in your station. May I know the reason for your summons?
We are surprised that your train has not yet left, miss. The situation is most regrettable.
The rules do clearly state that trains are meant to come and go and not remain stationary at a platform.
Trains should first stop, then subsequently leave. That is the rule.
We agree then, dear colleagues, that what we're dealing with is deviant behavior.
This matter really is cause for concern.
It's a clockwork train, you see? So it needs winding up again. Unfortunately, there is no equipment in the station to do this.
A clockwork train? That's strange.
How very quaint. You mean it's some sort of mechanical toy?
You are causing a hindrance to us, miss.
I am very hopeful that I will find what I need along the wall.
The wall? Miss, that really is not a suitable place for you to go.
Especially for a young lady.
Hold on one second.
You see, miss, we freely admit that every day we praise the existence of that particular edifice. We owe the integrity of our dear university and the fine education it provides to the wall.
It protects us from harm and invasion from the unknown.
May God protect us from what is beyond those ramparts, miss. Please believe me.
I don't have any choice. I must continue my journey.
Such a decision is a correct one since it's in line with regulations.
Thus, your train will indeed be able to leave.
And consequently cease to obstruct our station.
You work at a university and it's exactly like this. Yeah, this was when I was applying to college, they made me stand at the little thing in front of three nearly identical men with round glasses and giant mustaches with graduation regalia on, and explain to them why I should be admitted. Dang, those mustaches. And yeah, like, so the middle one and this one, the one that can't sit still, have like identical mustaches, but the one over here has like a Charlie Chaplin looking mustache. Enjoy the Lurk Cat Lover, enjoy Supernatural. I have so many issues. First off, these men. Should just walk around and smack them. for real.
I haven't introduced myself. My name is Kate Walker.
Walker. Haven't we already had a Miss Walker? Ethnology Masters, September 1953, if my memory serves me correctly.
Perfectly well, my dear colleague. But if I may be so bold, it was a Mr. Walker and not a Miss. It was Bill Walker, sat the June 68 exams. The impudent fool turned up for the oral assessment in jeans, flouting strict internal regulations which explicitly state the required uniform for the occasion.
Pure incitement. It was scandalous. Sadly, we have seen worse since. Young people lack all respect of traditional values.
Tradition, young lady. One must always uphold tradition.
In jeans. Luckily, I did community college and then did my BA online. Hope to do my master's online too. Nice. I did my BA and my BM in person. BM, you're allowed to laugh. And I think I would prefer to do my master's in person as well. I just don't think that online school is most beneficial for me. But absolutely no hate or shade to anybody who prefers online school. I totally get it. I just don't think I would be able to hold myself accountable if my schooling was all online, as the pandemic taught a lot of us.
You see, I didn't actually intend to stop here, but the springs of my train gave up, you see?
No, not really. You mean to say you're not a student?
You have arrived a little late in the term, Miss. Enrollment for this year has already terminated.
But as rectors of this university and therefore representatives
Just
of its
can't drive,
highest
so then I'm
authority,
taking buses.
we could
Totally fair.
bend the rules a little, if you like.
You don't understand. I'm a lawyer from New York, or rather Valladolid more precisely. My client wants to buy out an old mechanical toy factory, but its heir isn't actually dead and is living somewhere in Syberia. I've got to get to him to sign the sales contract. You see?
Not really. This is a most peculiar tale.
A kerfuffle of the highest order.
We have an excellent law school, if you should ever change your mind.
You should ever change your mind about what? She's already a lawyer. She's already been to law school. In case you want to go and get a second JD.
Can you possibly help me out here?
Miss, your insistence is almost verging on indecency.
We cannot constantly be at your disposal. We have many other requests to attend to.
If you don't mind, could you not disturb us all the time? Thank you.
Hate these guys.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you by chance?
Ah, one of the brightest, most idealistic intellects to have graced our university. Hans Vorarlberg. I remember speaking to him once.
He would hate
I was
to
still a
see me
student at the time.
coming.
He just stared at me, lost in thought for a while. He scarcely ever
She
said a
should
word.
really...
But how can one forget him?
Idealistic? I'll grant you that, but bright? Oh, don't go too far. He was completely incapable of passing any exams. All he ever did was to sit in on lessons, and not many of them either. Paleontology, mainly. He had an unhealthy passion for mammoths, which matched the state of his intellect perfectly. That is to say, prehistoric.
Prehistoric? How dare you? A little far-fetched, maybe. But he did have flashes of intellectual brilliance, comprehensible only to high-minded scholars who hold no score by appearances. My dear colleague, your hasty conclusions are somewhat cavalier.
My assessment is wholly accurate. The boy was a little odd. You must concur if my father, who was rector of the university at the time, had not shown great indulgence towards him. Hans Vorarlberg would have never attended this establishment.
What about the bandstand, then? Is that the work of a deranged mind? Even after all these years, you are still jealous of it.
My dear colleagues, I beseech you, let's show some decorum. We have a visitor. What do you want with Hans Vorarlberg, miss? Are you a member of his family?
No, not at all. I'm looking for him to clear up an inheritance matter. Is he still here?
What? Here? At the university? No, not at all. He left a long time ago. Yes, a very long time ago. The very year I was nominated to this position, in fact. Almost 50 years ago already.
The poor soul moved on once he learned all he needed to know about mammoths.
Ah, this establishment was never quite the same after his departure, it must be said.
You mean to say it was never as bad? All that oddball brought to this university was his misplaced fantasies.
Gentlemen, gentlemen, let's try to retain the calm and level-headedness that befits our position.
So do you think they have to wear that outfit every day? Or do you think they put it on because they knew that, like, the train pulled up and they were going to want to talk to whoever was on the train? Because I'm inclined to believe that they just dress like this all the time. I feel like it's... Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now I can work here too. Now I can be a rectum or whatever they're called.
Excuse me.
Miss,
I think
we
it's
find
backwards.
ourselves
Actually, you know, I
terribly
think
put
this might
out
be
by the
backwards.
presence
Hold
of
on.
your train in our station and
Yeah,
by
I'm
its
wearing it backwards.
recurrent
Hold on.
immobility.
Indeed, the situation is very regrettable. Your huge locomotive is very cumbersome.
A train should first stop, then subsequently leave. That is the rule.
Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry, they don't have tassels. Hold on. I gotta take the tassel off. Your graduation kit. Wait, Paris, what kind of degree do you have? Isn't an octagonal one like for... Is it for like a... No, is it for a master's degree? I was gonna say, is it for a doctorate? Okay, Dr. Spaceship. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get the hat back on. Hold on. Oh, what the fuck? My head is too big. Do you ever have to wear your cap, Paris?
That idea of the station aviary is really very
No,
original.
but thank goodness.
It's the pride of our university. One of the specialties taught here is zoology, you see, and more particularly, ornithology. Proper study and instruction should not be limited to books. Observation of living matter is indissociable from theoretical questions.
It contains some very rare
Ow.
specimens that have been brought back from faraway, exotic countries, especially for our university, by the world's most intrepid explorers.
Do you remember Alexander Valenbois and his peculiar bird?
Absolutely. His gift produced some very embarrassing long-term consequences.
A poison chalice indeed. It must be said, the situation could have been much worse, however.
Oh, yes, it could have been terribly problematic.
So I have a pink tassel because of the Bachelor of Music. Did we graduate from listening to them yap?
You wouldn't know
I'm talking
if
over
there
them,
is
I don't care
any
anymore.
forest
So
Sauvignon
because I have a
here in
Bachelor of Music,
Bachstadt, would you?
I have a pink tassel.
Absolutely.
When he says
It
absolutely,
used to have
he
a
means,
little
of
charm
course,
on it for the college I went to,
none.
but it fell off at
What we mean,
graduation.
of course,
I do
is that
have
we
it,
are
I just don't
absolutely
remember
positive
where it is.
there is no forest
It's in my room
Sauvignon here
somewhere.
in Bachstadt.
Really? Are you sure? Because I read in a book that Bachstadt possesses a number of plants. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of some if possible.
Out of the question, miss.
The assistant rector means to say that our priority is for you to remove your train from our station. Your research will have to wait until your next stop.
Yes, that's right. Your train must leave the station immediately, so please refrain from wasting our time in needless visitations.
Don't forget the regulations, miss. Don't forget them. Trains should first stop, then subsequently leave. And quickly!
Here we are, busy chatting, and look at...
Already?
Shut up. I don't care. I also have a bunch of cords that I wore. I think I have 7 cords. It became my goal once graduation season started. You had to start registering for, or not registering, like ordering the cap and gown and doing all of the necessary stuff like submitting a pronunciation of your name, and the cords started getting handed out, and I made it my goal to try and collect as many as I could, which included convincing clubs that I was in to give cords out. So I have a cord for Russian studies, I have a cord for the aspiring educators group that I was in, I have a cord for being an RA, I have a cord for being part of Alpha Phi Omega, which is a service fraternity. I think I have other cords too, but I cannot remember what they are, and I'm too lazy to go get them. I think one of them was an extra set, so the aspiring educators group club decided to get blue cords, like baby blue, because I looked it up and the graduate color, like the hood color if you get a master's in education, is apparently blue. And it came with a pink one, and so we were like, okay, don't wear the pink ones, but I was like, but if your music, like me, matches the pink tassel. Yes, Cat Lover, they gave people who were in residence life cords. They're just the colors of the college, nothing well, honestly, they are one of the more fancier cords because they were 3 colors instead of 1, and I wasn't going to get cum laude cords because my grades were never good enough, so I needed to come up with other ways to flex on people. Yes, Paris, I am. Another APO brother. Fun fact, I joined my senior year, and in order to get the cords, you needed 30 hours of fellowship and 30 hours of service, and we had limited hour or like reduced hour requirements because of COVID, so I got the most fellowship hours of anybody in APO at my college because I was grinding so hard to get the chords. But it was fine because I loved doing it, and I was in National Honor Society in high school, so it was basically just that again. And it was super easy for me to get the hours because they did a blood drive every year, and I like donating blood. Graduated cum laude. Took you 9 years to get your BA. That's awesome. Yeah, it takes take as much time as you need if you're in the world of academia. College professor told me I would never get into pharmacy school, but look at me now. I always prove them wrong. Professors tell you you shouldn't be in college. What? So imagine going to school and getting a terminal degree, which in most cases is some sort of doctorate, becoming a college professor where your job is to educate people, and then telling people that they shouldn't be in college because they have autism. Like, you realize that higher education is completely elective. Nobody is forcing you to go to college, so the people who go there want to go. And then being like, no, you shouldn't do this. Only did associate, almost went back for bachelor, but then regretted everything years later and wish I had done something else. Bud side questing the degree. Oh my god, is he dead? Is that a dead guy? Oh. Okay. Oh, it's like a projector? Why am I in here? What am I doing? Supposed to be like moving the train, I think. I'm gonna take this off and
No point. It's
putting my
locked.
head. Text where to 70934 for a quick video on how to wear your cap and gown. Message and data rates may apply. Fun fact about my cap and gown was the company Herf Jones, where we bought, like, where the college I went to was like, this is where you should buy your cap and gown, had a data leak after, and my bank account info got compromised, and I had to get a new debit card because of it. So thanks, Herf Jones. Also, it cost, like, I want to say between $50 and $100 to buy the cap and gown. For it to, you know, the cap to be really tight on my head, and for the gown to be like, you know how a graduation gown is supposed to go to like your ankles? Well, it goes to my knees because I am at the top of the height range for the size that I got. So if I ever need to get a new gown, I'm just gonna get the next size up. What am I doing 90% of this game? Oh god.
Hello?
So, you got him then, this air?
Ah, it's you, Mr. Marson. Good day, and how are you, sir?
I'll feel a whole lot better when this whole business is over and the sales contract is signed. Where the hell are you?
I'm in Barkstadt.
What? What in God's name are you doing there?
It's a magnificent university town. It would appear Hans Vorarlberg once passed by here several years ago.
So if he isn't there anymore, then there's no point hanging around.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but I have good reason to believe that Hans Vorarlberg is still alive. For the time being, I'm trying to gather extra information from people who have known him.
What's your next destination?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Doesn't sound like you know too much, Kate.
I just need a bit of time, Mr. Marson.
Yeah, well, time is what you ain't got. Keep me posted.
I'll put the garment bag back on that later. Oh no, it's Mr. Marson. Okay, so we gotta get the train wound up. Oh yeah, we're supposed to put like an egg in there. What if we just left? Let's just leave. Oh. Why did I see you as a businessman and not education? I don't know. My degree is in education, so... and I am a teacher. I guess I just give corporate America
hey
vibes.
There, on the boat.
Guten Tag, schöne Mademoiselle.
My husband say, hello, young lady. You want to talk to us?
Why are they yelling? Why is she yelling so loud? She's like right there.
My name is Kate Walker, and I'm a lawyer. I'm in charge of this train. This situation is really very new to me.
Lawyer, good job. Earn lot of money.
A lot? A lot? No, I wouldn't go that far. But I can't really complain, I guess. There's worse.
Lawyer always ask a lot of money.
Can we change the subject, please? I really don't want to go down this road. I just met with the university rectors, and they ordered me to remove my train out of their station. I mean, it's a total joke. How do you remove a train that can't move in the first place? You don't have any ideas, do you?
We know nothing of train. You up your own creek.
Your generosity warms my heart. I have a little problem with my train. It's kind of broken. I've absolutely got to get it out of the station. Do you think you could tow it over to the wall with your barge?
Lock closed. Barge blocked.
But if the locks were open, would it be okay to tow my train then?
Por qué no? More money for that work.
Da, it's possible. My husband say we help you if you give money.
Right. And how much do you want?
Cinquante.
He want $150.
$150? I don't have that much.
No money, no barge.
Let me offer you $75.
Nay, $125.
Out of the question. $100 and not a dime more.
Correct. You have barge for $100.
Correct.
Great. Now, don't move. I'll be back as quick as possible with the money.
Don't move. I have to go rob a bank real quick.
Have you gone down to take a look around the station yet? It's amazing. You know, it's full of exotic birds.
Mais tu me gueule? Ja. Ja, met plezier.
We no leave boat. Husband is land sick.
Oh, wait, we forgot that.
You must really get to see the countryside. Do you know New York at all?
We no understand.
I'm looking for a funny little man who is supposed to live in Syberia. Can you imagine that? Syberia. I expect you've already been there.
Si vraga come to Syberia?
Syberia? No. Too cold. Barge no break ice.
Have you ever seen Amazon Forest Sauvignon?
Yet, never go Amazon.
Do you know if I can find some here?
Yet, you must to Amazon go.
Yeah, of course. It's not very polite of you to take advantage of my predicament. We could have done favors for each other, for free, out of solidarity.
Favor, I don't speak not full. Money, ja, muy full.
Excuse me? My husband say need money for leave. $100 not lot for fancy lady like you.
How would you know, a fancy lady like me, really? I'll leave you to...
Okay. So we need to get $100. You know, I bet Oscar has $100. We could probably just go steal it from him. Oh, there was... Oh, call. We gotta go back to the university. I like how I've been live for an hour and a half and we've done effectively nothing. Like, what about... like, so much of this game is not doing anything. Oh, this guy, okay.
Excuse me. Sir, please, just a moment.
Yes, what is it? I'm not deaf, you know.
I am sorry to disturb you in your work, sir, but...
This young Mammothus primigenius is barely 40,000 years old. Fantastic, wouldn't you say, miss?
Yes. Probably.
What do you mean, probably?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you don't know, I see. What can I do for you, my dear child?
I can't be bothered.
If I were to say Forest Sauvignon to you, what would you say?
Oh, let's see. Sauvignon. Sauvignon? I would say it's some kind of tropical shrub, don't you think?
We are talking about the same plant, then. It is a very rare shrub with small, juicy fruits. I found a book about the Amazon, and it says that there are even Sauvignon plants growing right here in Barrackstadt. You wouldn't know where, would you?
Amazon Sauvignon plants here? No. No, I don't think there are any. Highly implausible. But, you should ask the station master. He is keeper of the greenhouse at our university, so he could tell you more than me.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll leave...
Oh, wait, no, I'm asking about the money. No. You have $100 I can borrow?
Do it, Professor.
What is it?
I'll leave you...
Oh, sorry? Shit.
Do excuse... Professor.
What is it?
Professor, how do I say this?
My dear, it would be a pleasure. But you see, I barely have enough myself to cover my meager expenditure on what I'm paid by the university.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend or...
However, if we look at the example of Hans, it is true that our university always rewards people who perform some service for it. This is our dear rector's jurisdiction, however.
I'll leave you...
Sorry?
So, Guess we gotta go talk to that guy again. So technically I'm licensed to teach kindergarten through 12th grade. The state that I live in, well, actually most places in the country, I'm a music teacher. Music licenses are K through 12, but I prefer to teach middle and high school. And I would say I had a pretty even split working with middle and high schoolers, but high school is probably my favorite grade to work with.
I'm sorry to...
What can I...
Where might I find some forest Sauvignon plants, please?
No place around here, that's for sure. I don't know what you're talking about. That stuff's from the Amazon.
You know, for someone who knows nothing about the plant, you seem pretty well informed about which mysterious faraway country it comes from.
Oh, well, Amazon, Peru, Papua New Guinea, it's all the same to me. Gotta go. Gotta work.
Wait, don't go. You know what? I don't think he was being totally straight with me.
What makes you think that, Kate? And to teach myself better because of... Yeah, I have a lot of respect for people who can self-teach, especially music things. Alright, where'd he go? It's the station master. Follow him to the canal overpass. This appears to be the overpass. Come on, go faster, girl. There you go.
Excuse me, station master, but I need you again.
Can't you see I am very, very busy?
No.
Well, I am.
I'm looking for a kind of...
Look, lady, the station doesn't have any Sauvignon berries, not even forest Sauvignon.
Funny you should mention it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Forest Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, raspberries...
But you see, I have just read a very interesting book which says that the rare Sauvignon berry is actually cultivated here, in the famous Baruchstadt University aviary itself.
Well, if it's in a book, then... Don't believe everything you read, miss.
I don't know why, but I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What do you mean? I don't know. How should I know where to find your stupid grape? Go ask your professor, what's-his-name, Pons, the paleontologist.
But you're the master of this station, so you should know better than anyone.
Nobody tells me anything. I don't know. Go see the old guy with the fossils.
I won't...
Welcome.
I wish this game had, like in some point-and-click games, if you double-click on the spot to zone into a new area, it just skips ahead. I wish it just did that because I'm really tired of seeing Kate leisurely jog from one end of the screen to the next. Auditory processing disorders over here, everything you can't really see things. Oh, so just put a headphones for on that if I was in music class where I can hear everything in case it sounds like. Yeah, that sounds like it wouldn't be a very conducive learning environment. So self-taught is definitely the way to go, or a one-on-one
Do excuse me,
situation would
Professor.
definitely be the way to go.
Professor, sorry to disturb you
To
again.
accommodate for that.
What is it you...
You wouldn't know where the forest Sauvignon plants are kept in Barkstadt, would you?
Why do you think...
I read about it.
Try going to...
It's actually he who sent me to you. I thought it a little strange, but he...
Yes, yes indeed. What a strange way to behave. Well, I think he must have made a mistake, that's all. Nobody tells me anything here. Maybe you should ask the rectors.
All right, thanks.
Sorry?
Oh, we haven't saved. Let's save real quick. Save game. Yes, I'd like to overwrite. Okay. There we go. That's not the right. That's... Talk to these guys again. I really don't want to.
Gentlemen, for...
A little problem.
They are kept to oneself.
Nor...
Are you sure there are no Amazon Sauvignon plants in Barkstadt? Because I have just interviewed the station master and the paleontologist, and what they said really didn't convince me that there wasn't any here.
We are quite definite on this point. There are no Sauvignon plants growing in Barkstadt.
You see, miss, the Amazon forest Sauvignon is a rare shrub that requires very special conditions for growth.
That's right. Conditions that are very hard to reproduce, believe you me.
Difficult, but not impossible. Fortunately, our garden has proved very successful.
Your garden? So, there is a garden in Barkstadt?
Oh, the garden. Well, if there was one, it would be only a little garden hidden behind the station. But our station master would be very proud of it.
He would take very good care of it, too. Everything would grow marvelously if we were able to cultivate it at all, and it would be all down to his gardening prowess.
And we would be proud as punch. And we wouldn't forget the role the paleontologist might play in this.
What's the paleontologist got to do with it all?
Without him and without his laboratory, how would we make the wine, do you think?
And it would be good wine indeed, my dear colleagues, would it not?
Oh, yes, a delightful balm to soothe away our long hours of toil and our heavy responsibilities.
We would wait impatiently every year for the arrival of the year's produce.
So, if I have understood you correctly, there are indeed Sauvignon plants in Barkstadt. They are cultivated in a garden behind the station, then turned into wine by the paleontologist's loving care, and finally, the pleasure of tasting is yours. If I'm not very much mistaken, gentlemen, you have a minor racket operating here.
Miss, you do go jumping to some hasty conclusions.
We never said that. That's not what we said at all.
We were talking in the conditional. You know, with ifs and woulds.
So, what would happen if I had such a hunch?
You would have to keep it to yourself, of course.
Yes, if you would be so kind as to keep it a secret. It would only be a small local concern, producing barely a few bottles every year.
That's right. Nothing so grandiose as a business. Otherwise, we'd be liable to be fined. So, we can count on your discretion, can't we?
Don't worry, I have no intention at all of getting messed up in anything. Some sailors have agreed to tow the train, but I don't have enough money to pay them. I was wondering if you could help me out. For a while. I could work for the money.
Please wait, miss. We have certain confibulations to attend to.
That is right. We must confibulate between ourselves. A collegiate decision must be taken.
I hope that we are not indisposing you in any way.
Why not?
If it helps us get rid of that train.
My word, that is a fine idea.
What do you have in mind, gentlemen?
When you arrived here, you must have noticed a splendid bandstand which honors the main university courtyard.
A unique piece of mechanical craftsmanship which no longer works, alas.
Why, yes, we have very moving memories of its melodies. We're prepared to
Who
offer you a
up
financial
configurating the
reward if you
erectors?
can set it working again.
Me.
With pleasure. What do I have to do?
Unfortunately, my dear, time and rust have taken their toll on this university, and our automatons no longer have a spring in their step. You are going to have to be resourceful.
To tell you the truth, there are a number of complex mechanisms here in Barakstadt, and it would appear that we have unfortunately lost their operating instructions.
Your train, however, is an extremely ingenious invention, so you should be no stranger to complex mechanisms, should you? We are therefore counting on your ingenuity, miss.
I hope that I can show myself worthy of your faith in me, gentlemen.
Well, my dear colleagues, one more university matter nicely tied up.
Here we are, busy chatting.
All right.
Okay, so we have to get the bandstand to work again, which we need an egg for. Well, I think that we need an egg for it. Pressing erectors. People open the garden. Oh, wait, come back. Here we go. Okay. Time for Mitri's jade egg, exactly. Alright, open up the garden for me. No. Where are you going?
Excuse me.
Can't you see?
No.
Well, I am.
You have been playing with me, haven't you? You knew very well there were forest Sauvignon berries in the station garden.
Not at all. I've never seen your Sauvignon thing.
You don't have to lie to me. I know all about it. You and the rectors are in cahoots, and the professor's lab has been turned into a distillery. You've all got a nice little smuggling racket on the side.
Is it really a distillery if they're making wine?
Hey, lady,
Wouldn't
you're
that just
going
be
a bit
a
far
winery?
there. It's just a little on the side thing we got going. That's all. It's just for ourselves. Hey, honest.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Aren't you worried about the reputation of this fine university? The authorities should be informed of this.
But we haven't done anything wrong. It's not a crime.
Can you open the gate to the garden, please?
Sure. No problemo. Right with this.
Wow, he got over there fast.
please feel free to visit the garden at your leisure. And there was just one thing. I'm not a liar. Not really. Just mum's the word. There is a reputation in the university to think about, and I have superiors, and I have to do what I can.
I understand. Don't you worry.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, he's got an eye patch. Interesting. Never seen a grape that looks quite this shiny and red. Usually red grapes are a darker color than that, but I guess Amazon Sauvignon grapes are different. Excuse me. Take your stupid grapes and leave. The way they walk. They really pulled out all the stops on that bird walking animation. Yeah, I'd be out. I'm terrified of heights. I would not be climbing these ladders. We'd never make it to Syberia. Oscar would have to go do this, because there's no way.
Impossible to reach it.
What do you mean it's impossible to reach it?
Impossible to reach it.
It's right there. What do you mean? Is it yet? How can I reach the egg? Nope. Not this one. Just opens the other thing. Come on. For 2002, yeah, this game...
Yeah, miss, please, excuse me.
What do you want now?
Yes?
You know, I want to...
I don't care. I don't care about your wine.
I'm very...
Sure. Anyway, yeah, this game looks pretty good for 2002. Some of the textures are a little fuzzy, but I would say it holds up pretty well. Honestly, if all they did for the remaster was make the fonts more legible, I think that would have been fine. Alright, we're gonna wrap up in a second. But we have to get something to reach the egg, because apparently Kate can't just reach her hand in the fucking nest and grab it herself. So why would they go about remastering a game but put the original cutscenes in?
No point. It's locked. Do excuse, Professor.
What is it?
I'll...
Sorry?
Oh, wait.
Professor.
What is it?
With the bird.
My train stopped in a peculiar...
Ornithology is far from being my favorite subject, but I must concede that the station is the pride of the university. It was initially intended for teaching purposes, but then birds started arriving from all around the world.
Are there?
I have been told about a kind of bird with peculiar habits. Let's...
The Amazon? Where's the Amazon? What is the Amazon?
I'm sorry, my dear, but one cannot learn everything in a lifetime.
Thank you very much.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm not... Alright, we're gonna wrap it up here.
I hope I haven't disturbed
I thought we'd be
you
able
too
to get
much.
into the lab.
Sorry? No,
That's what's on the other
not
side
at
of the
all,
door,
my
according to
dear
VHS. But it involves a multi-step. I really don't care to sit here and play through it. I'm hungry, and I want to eat my dinner, so... Alright, we're going to raid out. We're going to end the YouTube recording. Just as a reminder, I will not be streaming on Saturday, but I will have my schedule for the next week somewhat soon, probably Sunday. If you want to continue watching the VODs on YouTube, you are more than welcome to do so. Subscribing is free on YouTube. But if you'd rather catch me live, you can catch me at twitch.tv/budwindchimes, BUDWINDCHIMES. It is free to follow on Twitch, and if you would like, you can also subscribe. No pressure. We are 14 follows away from our goal of 200 followers. My schedule will be posted on my Twitch story, my Instagram, and my Blue Sky. Links to those are in the About tab. And I will see you in the next time. Goodbye, YouTube.